Yeah, we are subject to time changes, no question about it. Yeah. And so, for many, karma determines their happiness and unhappiness, or unhappiness. And things change in the blink of an eye. Everything seems to be fine and dandy, and next minute, things turn upside down. See, this is the nature of nature. It's the real world. So you hope for the best. Because this is a system of time control. Time controls. Everyone's going to die at some point, could be sooner or later. See? So all of this is built into your experience for you to sort of not particularly find security in it. There is no security, really. As far as that goes, you have to be happy in your own being. See, not because someone else is around. I mean, I guess that could be for some people, the most important thing for themselves. That's because you're insecure, basically. So you need someone else to make you feel secure. So that arrangement could help out in some ways, let's say. Or you could have an ideal relationship that stands apart from ordinary encounters and meetings and arrangements. And so that's good karma for the time being. It doesn't promise anything. It can't. See? So it depends on where you are placing your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams. See? Spiritual practice has to do with being in the most radical sense, immediate sense of nowness. It's not about tomorrow. It's right here now. It's a basic now. On the spot now. It's not about fantasizing in terms of the future, particularly. Of course, people can, under certain conditions, have more to do that could determine their future in terms of controlling conditions, might be able to make things easier for themselves, for their survival. That's possible. But there's still no guarantee that, relative to what happens, anyone's going to be happy about it. See? So the purpose of practice is to help you be free of your concerns about the future and your concerns about happiness and any other sort of darkness that could fall upon you and anybody else, or that falls upon everybody, and everyone has to deal with it. So the idea of there being a perfect situation, it doesn't exist, except that the situation that is perfectly what it is. You need to be straight with yourself, straight with your relationship to the universe, and not only relationship to your woman or your favorite being, but spirit. Whatever arises is set up for you to suffer, and in the meantime think you can be happy with it. That's whether it's money or relations or good karma. Yeah. It's good to be in a good disposition. It's good to be stable emotionally. It's good to have some sense of practice that you're not your emotion, and you've heard that many times in the teachings I'm here to share. So to eliminate the need for unnecessary emotional suffering. So we practice to become neutral to changes. We practice to become more inspired by, literally, sort of engaged in access to the spiritual current of life, not just peeps, not just security blankets, not just materialism, right? And psychological highs because of changes. But to cut through all of that is what practice is about. Cut through all manner of emotional and mental or intellectual or psychic projections, hopes, wishes, dreams and so on. It's not that it's bad. This is about being here now, not putting too much, or not banking too much, depending too much on, just the future and the unpredictableness of that. That's it. Who cares? You're here to go. You're here to be done in. And make yourself as comfortable as you can in the meantime. Right? So people who practice will be undoing some of the programs they've already set up for the downfall or for the suffering. And then there are those who have been busy creating karma for their uprising. But in any case whatsoever, we're here to practice surviving changes. And that means looking at changes from the view of no change, right, which is the safe view, and no changes. Everything just is, and you're here for the ride, right? You signed up for this, and enjoy as much of it as you can for the time being, and be grateful that you have yourself, your life, this karma, this incarnation, this world, to do good in, see, and possibly even be in the service of other people. That is important. Not because you care, but because it's the best thing to do. You don't have to care. Goodness, it's not about what you care about. If you have it in you, it's going to come out. Maybe it's self-existing. Heart openness.